Paul here. Just thought I'd go do a quick live.
Hey, let me say hi.
And do an update.
Hey, let me say hi.
Emmett wants to say hi. Say hi, Emmett.
Hi.
Emmett wanted to say hi to everybody. But just working in the garden. It's a beautiful day today. It is warmed up this week after a little cold front came through last week and some rain. So I'm out here, got off work a little early today, out here piddling in the garden. So I wanted to show you guys what I was doing, kind of getting prepared for the spring. We got a bunch of projects going on as usual, but I got off work a little early today, and it's such a beautiful day. I wanted to be outside, and so I thought I'd bring y'all along with me for a minute or two and just show you what I'm doing. This is my my infamous straw bale garden is part of it. I do a straw bale garden every year, and hopefully you can see me and hear me. Let me know if you can. I think everything's okay. Looks like I got volume, but anyway, this is where I had some of my straw bale last year, and so as you can tell, I'll flip you around and show you real quick. But here's where my strawberry garden was last year, and this is actually about 2-year-old straw here. It's wheat straw, and it has decomposed down to this level. And which is beautiful. It's great stuff, because when it gets like this, man, it's just black gold. It is prime. That's what ends up happening to it. It just composts down, and this stuff is great just to throw in your flower beds and that sort of thing. Of course, that's my wife's lavender bed there. But so I had a few straw bales left. I bought Angela some straw bales to go on top of her. She's about ready to start mulching her strawberries for the winter, and she needed some for the chickens, for the chicken coop. But I had a few left over, so what I'm doing is kind of putting them in place, and I'm starting to put them where they're going to be for next spring. And I don't usually start working on my straw bale and putting my straw bales in place until the spring, but I thought this year I would try it. I read up and figured out that it doesn't seem to hurt it to overwinter them. Matter of fact, it just starts the decomposition, starts them decomposing earlier and composting. So what I'm doing right now is cleaning some of this old straw up, piling it up. And I don't know if you can tell there, but the way I do it, the way I do my straw bale gardening is, let me turn you around, I'll show you. If you'll notice, this is all nursery fabric, except for Emmett's excavator there. I don't think that's supposed to be there. Emmett, you want your excavator, buddy?
Yeah.
He likes playing in the dirt with Pawpaw, but so this is all nursery fabric, and what I do is I put it down over the whole area, okay, and I leave a strip that doesn't have anything. And when I first made this garden, it was all grass, and so I put the nursery fabric down, and then I put a layer of cardboard down, just wide enough, about the same width as my straw bales would be. And so what that does is the cardboard killed the grass so that it couldn't grow up into the straw bales that first year. And it just decomposes. It just goes away, and it enriches the soil, actually. So this is going on, this will be the 3rd year that I've had straw bales here in this spot. And the great thing about it is I'll just lay these on here, and they're nothing but straw bales up on their end. Let me grab one and I'll show you. We'll put one more. All right, Emmett. Papa. Well, wait a second. You can eat lettuce. Oh, he's wanting to tell y'all he's eating lettuce. We got a little bit of... Mama threw some lettuce seeds in there for him. We got a little lettuce growing there, and he likes to eat it straight out of the garden. So anyway, try not to make you guys dizzy with this camera.
I'm done.
But what I'm gonna do is I got one more straw bale over here.
I'm done, Papa.
So all I do, most of the time these straw bales, the way they make them, don't care a couple of straw bales, is they'll have them folded where all the ends are pointed in one direction, and they're usually this way, the ones I get. But these this year I picked up are not that way. They're just kind of willy-nilly put in there. And so it really doesn't matter. It's nice if you have the ends all pointed in one direction, like this is right here in this one spot. But it's not necessary. And I can put these flat, or I could put them up on their edge. And I'm trying to decide if I want to do it this way this year. I'll try another way. I can do it like this. And I just tack them right on top. And then when it's time to actually get them ready, what I'll do is there's a system I run through, and you can Google it online about how to condition a straw bale garden.
I'm taking some dirt.
Okay, buddy. That's all I'm talking. So you just come through and put a high nitrogen fertilizer on it, and then you water it really well. And then the next day you just water it really well. And the next day you put fertilizer again and water it. Okay, good. And then you just do that over and over again for about 12 days. And then by that time it's starting to condition, and what it's doing is it's just composting, just like a compost pile would. So anyway, and there's, once again, that's what it looks like after a couple of years. This is the I believe this is the third year for these bales. No, I'm sorry, maybe the second year for these bales. So, and if I wanted to, I could just plant right back to that again. But I'll probably put me some new straw bales, because I'll move this stuff and use it somewhere else, because it is really good stuff. Matter of fact, if you come right over here to this little raised bed we got, that's actually, we planted garlic here not too long ago, actually. And this is going to be our spring garlic. But if you'll look in there, you'll see the garlic's already starting to sprout up quite a bit. But that's what we mulched our top of our garlic with, was that from our hay bale garden. So, Randy, hey Randy, I'm using it both for mostly compost at this point. It's such good stuff. I wouldn't use it just for mulch. It's already so good. I mean, you could literally just grow in this stuff and not even add any soil to it, because it's composted down so much by the time it gets to this level. So it starts out just as wheat straw, and then after several years it turns into this. And man, you can, like I said, you can just grow straight in that. It's rich. So anyway, I just thought I'd show you guys. Watch Emmett digging in the dirt. Hey Mary, raining in California.
Hi, Mary.
Emmett heard me say your name. So anyway, so that's that. I'm kind of working on that right now. I got a bunch of projects I'm wanting to do. It is deceptively warm today. It's in the 70s here, and it's so nice. Look at the strawberries. And this is just one little patch. Angela moved 3 or 4 of her plants over here, and they just took off. and she's gonna move them again. This is her main strawberry patch here. And they were starting to grow out like this, and she grabbed a couple of plants, put them over there, and they just took off. Price, Randy, for the wheat straw, a bale of wheat straw around here runs about $8 a bale. If I buy it from the Co-op or the feed store or Lowe's, somewhere like that. Lowe's is usually a little higher. It's more like $9 at Lowe's. But I can get it at the Co-op for about $8 a bale. If I look around, you can find farmers that sometimes you can get them for $6 or $7. Yes, airplane.
Yeah.
But anyway, sorry, this was just a real quick informal live. I didn't have anything really planned. I was just out here working and thought you guys might like to see. And Emmett wanted to say hi, so now I'm gonna run you around and show you the makings of a chicken coop. You'll have to apologize for how rough it looks right now, but kind of give you an idea of what I'm doing back here. So what I did was I had some got some 12-foot metal, and I let it overhang a couple of feet in the front here. And then this middle piece.
I'm gonna get some more lettuce for me.
Go get you some more lettuce for you. And this is gonna be the 4x8 chicken coop itself right here. That's the main coop. And then of course the run, as you can see, I'll walk around. So, funny story, we all make one, but I don't know if you guys can see this thing. I bought this off of Amazon. I paid like over $200 for it. Shh, wait a minute, buddy. Okay, buddy. So I paid a little over $200 for it. And we put it together, and I just decided that I didn't like it. There's probably nothing wrong with it, but the more and more I looked at other people's chicken runs, most of them were made like this out of wood. They made themselves, and I just liked it better. So now I got this big old honking thing. Then I'm out over $200. I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna do with it. It comes with this plastic coated chicken wire that me and Angela started putting it on there, and we're just like, well, this is really worthless. It'll keep the chickens in, but there's no way that is gonna stop one of our crazy possums or coons that we have around here. It might stop a hawk from coming in, but that's about it. So we'd still have to go over it with some kind of fencing. So, yet to be determined what we're gonna do with this $200 waste of money, but I'm thinking about a greenhouse, buying some greenhouse plastic and making another greenhouse or high tunnel. I've also thought about having an extra, put some tarps of some sort, or maybe fasten some kind of roofing on it and make a little, another extra shed to put our lawnmowers and stuff under. Who knows? Angela wants me to cut it down. I don't know if y'all can see this. It's actually 3 of these sections here long. It's pretty long. It's like 20 foot long. But she wants me to take it apart and put it together where it's just one of these sections about this big, and put some wheels on it and make her a chicken tractor, so that her chickens, she can put them in there and roll them around the yard to get them out of their, the main run here once in a while. So we'll see what ends up getting done with it. Let me flip you around. Hey, Emmett, come over here, buddy, so Papa can see you. All right. Yeah, we're not done yet. As you can tell, I'm still working on it. I'm out here putting wire on it right now. We're still working. I've got this heavy fencing, this 2x4 square fencing, and I've got it even wrapped down about a foot out. I don't know if that's going to be enough. We may end up, Angela's going to come back and bury this part, I think. And I even thought about possibly coming through here and pouring a little concrete on top of that. I don't know. But I don't know if I want to get that permanent with it. The other thing we might do is we might come back with some hardware cloth and put on there. But so the idea is to have this heavy fencing on the sides and the top. And then I'm going to come back with this all this chicken wire I have left here that came this on chicken coop. I mean, it's still good chicken wire. So I'm probably going to take that and go around the bottom to keep the chickens in case we ever have chicks or anything. But yeah, I think it would make a good frame for a greenhouse. Emmett likes it as a monkey bar. So anyway, that's it's still a work in progress. I'm out here working on it now. I got posts in the ground, and then I kind of framed it up inside. And what I'm gonna do is come back in here and you know, frame like a wall with frame a door opening. And I think I'm gonna come up off the ground a little ways and have a step in, so that when you open the door, chickens couldn't just walk out. So we got that. And then the idea is they'll have all of this run, and then they'll be able to go up under the actual coop itself. So another 4 foot of run there. And at least that, about 8 foot of it there will be covered with the roofing. And then, so eventually this will be obviously framed up and closed in completely for them. And it'll be a legitimate coop here with I'm planning on having an automatic door that opens and closes, and you know, a ladder for them to get up in there, whatever they call the little chicken stairs. And then another idea I had, I don't know if I'll do it, but I'm seriously thinking, I told Angela that we could go get another, that's only 3 pieces of metal up there. They're 3 foot wide. But I said we could go get 3 more sheets of this 12 foot metal, and I could frame the pitch back this way 12 foot from right there, if that makes any sense. I could come down just a slight slope down to, I guess it would fall somewhere in here, I guess. But I could frame that up to where it's more like roof rafters, if that makes sense, and butt right up against that and lay a 12 foot piece of metal down coming this way slightly. It would have a slight slope on it, and then put a little ridge cap across the top so it wouldn't rain in. And then they would be covered all the way up to this last 8. They would have some area that they could just get completely out in the rain or whatever they wanted, you know, be wide open. But all this would be covered, and I think that would help cut down on mud and that sort of thing. So we're kind of playing around with that idea. Hey, Emmett. Sorry, I got to holler at the grandbaby for a minute. Emmett, come here, please. Shut the door. He's over there in the chicken coop. Wants to play with the chickens. I know, lock the door back. Did you lock the door? Sorry, guys. I'm babysitting at the moment. Mama and Mama's gone to the store at the moment, and Papa's got Emmett duty. So, but anyway, so that's that project I'm working on. It ain't very pretty. I kind of like to throw stuff together, unfortunately, to my wife's dismay. But oh, I don't know if I did get to show you guys real quick. Show you that, like I said, I'm gonna, of course, frame that coop in. But what I'm probably gonna use, I'll show you, this is really neat. If you didn't see me posting it, I got all of this I don't know if you can see it. There's some there. And then there's a whole nother stack of it under here. And that's all pallet wood. I have a pallet making manufacturer right down the road from us. And when they have extra stuff that they're not going to use, they put it by the road for the community to have for free. And so this is all pallet wood that they've already cut to use for pallet, and it's all hardwood, by the way. They only do hardwood pallets. So all this is cut and ready to make pallets, but it's never been used on a pallet. So I got a whole bunch of pallet wood for free without having to take them apart. So Angela, of course, wants this kind of deal. You know, something either board and batten style or you know, kind of a shingled look, but she wants to use this pallet wood to side the outside with. So that's probably what we'll do. But every little bit helps, right? Every bit of stuff you can get for free, especially since these stinking chickens, I'm probably $1,000 into these stinking chickens at this point, feels like. So I figure I'll come out even on the eggs about 2032 maybe. So, hey Emmett, come out of there, buddy.
Let's feed them some dirt.
Speaking of chickens, here's their temporary home. They're hanging out in here until I can get their big coop built. Don't scare them.
I won't. I'm so tired.
We've got 3 black astrolorps, 2 light Brahmas, and then this thing, whatever this is. We asked for three light Brahmas. There's 1, there's 2, 3 black astrolorps. We got those. But instead of the 3rd light Brahma, the man scooped up that thing. And I think it's an Easter egger. Maybe somebody else can tell me. But maybe somebody else knows what that is. But it's kind of got green legs. And I'm thinking it's an Easter egger. I'm not 100% sure. You can't mess with that, buddy. That'll make you sick. Emmett's wanting to drink the chicken water. Oh, goodness. All right, come on. Let's walk out. Hold Papa's hand.
Okay.
You stay with me, okay?
Okay.
All right. We're going to walk out here and show y'all the build where it's at real quick. Nope. Back up, dogs.
Oh, you can come with those.
No, we don't want them to come. They'll get by the road. Wait for me. Whew. 4-year-old. 4 years old. Come over here, please.
I see you.
Okay, sorry, can you hear me now? Sorry, I got close to my truck and my Bluetooth switched over from my phone to my truck. But anyway, hopefully you can hear me now. Sorry about that. These Bluetooth things are great until they start switching by themselves. But anyway, I don't know where I lost you at, but I was going to tell you, just to give you an idea of how tall that's going to be. I'm a little concerned that it might even be too tall. Don't mess with the boards, buddy. They'll fall. Maggie, come here. Come, Maggie. So, anyway, that's where I'm at. Buying boards for the floor. A lot of it's just time. I do have a week off coming up in November. I think 21st through December 1st. I got 10 days off. I haven't had a vacation in 2 years from my job. And I'm taking 10 days off. Yep. I'm taking 10 days off and come on, buddy. Let's go back in.
Okay.
I hope to knock out the floor and maybe start on the walls. Hopefully get the walls done. But no, these are, Randy, these are 2x8s. Everything I read said that 2x8s were perfectly fine. Actually, I read that 2x6s you could get by with, because that's only about a 7.5 foot span between my beams. And I'm gonna have about a 1 foot cantilever on the outsides. Which code, I'm not building the code, but I still look at the codes to get good advice. And code, I think, is 1/4 of your span. So let's say, pretend this was 8 foot. It's not. It's more like 7.5. But if this was an 8 foot span, then you could technically cantilever 2 foot, I guess. But I'm going to cantilever over 1 foot on these outside beams. These are 2x8s by 10. Excuse me. 16 is all I need. So I could have ordered 2x10 by 16s. I can't carry them in my truck, but I could have ordered them delivered. But this way I thought, well, I can go get them myself as I want them, as I need them, and it'd be a little more self-sufficient, and they're easier to handle and work with. The only downside is I'll need more of them. They're cheaper than the 16 footers, of course, but I need more of them. So it actually is a little more expensive doing it the way I'm gonna do it here. But I like the fact that I can kind of work on it a little bit at a time, or go get them a little at a time as I need to. But here's my plan, and I'm not a carpenter. Yep. Put it over there with the other rocks. My plan is I'm going to take this first one. I'm going to measure out the length I need. I'm gonna cut them, and I'm gonna butt them together. Okay, there, and then I'll scab them on this first one. And then after that, the next ones, I'm gonna offset them. So in other words, they're gonna be like this, and they're gonna be roughly 2 foot offset each side of the center. And I'm going to liquid nail them, put liquid nails, and then nail them together. So that's the plan for that. And I'm gonna do that all the way down. And it's gonna take me about 60 of these boards, I think, total, counting everything, the mud seal and everything. And then the only issue I have is when I get to the part where I'm putting the subfloor down, I may have to throw up a 2x4 nailer every 4 foot on this one side. So that's really not a huge thing. That's like 8 more 2x4s. So that's the biggest problem that I can see from doing it this way so far. I know a lot of people do it this way where they offset them when they have a long length to span. So anyway, that's my idea. And then I plan on going with Advantech, which is the expensive stuff, but it's really good. the Advantech subfloor. I've had some experience with it myself, and a lot of the professionals just swear by it. And it's pretty good stuff. It's twice what I could get the cheapest stuff for about $25 a sheet, and the Advantech's more like $50 a sheet. But, you know, hey, come here, doggies. Come on, Emmett, let's go in the back, buddy. Nope, come. Hey, Emmett, 1, 2. Sorry, I got to do the pawpaw counting. Emmett, 1, 2. He wants to pet the neighbor dog. It's hard to get him away from a dog. Yeah, right, Randy? Guys, I'll be honest with you. I need to update my...
Hey guys, that's Harper.
You can say hi.
That's Harper.
That's Harper. Yep, that's the neighbor's dog, Harper. She's very friendly, isn't she?
Yeah. Oh,
Does she love you?
yeah.
I think so. You love her too, don't you?
Come on.
Yeah, she don't... No, our doggies don't like her. Come on, we gotta come over this way so they don't fight. But anyway, I need to update the... my budget tracker. I've got a few things that I need to update on it. But I think we're sitting at right about $2,500 so far. And by the time I get the floor done, probably gonna looking at about $3,500. I'm guessing. Somewhere around that. About $3,500 to $4,000. But here's the great thing. I haven't borrowed any money on it. I haven't put any of it on credit cards. And I've been paying it just a little bit at a time. And it is taking time. I know you guys probably getting tired of hearing me do updates and not making a whole lot of progress. But that's what we're doing. We're working a little bit at a time as we get the money. And time is also a commodity. So, but anyway, like I said, hopefully here in a couple of weeks, I'm getting a week off. And if I don't have the floor finished by then, I definitely will get to do it that week, because I'm planning on spending the whole week just working on that. So anyway, all right, Emmett's back in the chicken coop. Y'all, I'm gonna let you go because this youngin' is getting rambunctious. And I gotta make sure he don't get into nothing or get hurt. Come on, buddy. You gonna tell him bye? Yeah. But anyway, so I just wanted, come on, let's go show him the garden one last time, we'll leave. Come on, you gonna tell him bye?
Okay.
All right. But anyway, so that's what I really wanted to show you, was my little straw bale garden. I may add some more to it this year. I thought about putting some along the inside of my privacy fence over here, but that's also where I'm planning to put solar panels. So you can see here, this is, I mean, it's not dead of winter, but it is getting to be winter.
Bye.
And it's getting to be later in the afternoon. It'll be dark here, what, in 2 hours for sure. And I don't want to blind you, but you see our sun's there. We get pretty good sun shining right down on this. And so my plan is to come out away from this privacy fence, drop some 4x4 posts in the ground, and make a nice little ground mount, solar panel mount through here. And this is where I'm gonna put my solar panels as I add them. I have, come on buddy, let's go inside and show them. So I'll show you one more cool thing and then we'll head out. What happened to the screen?
Huh?
Oh no. Did you do that or Mama do that?
Mama did it.
Mama did it?
Yeah. That's have to fix it.
We have to fix it. Okay. Let's go inside. All right, I'm showing y'all a top secret project. Oh, look, here's the, Angela is taking those pallet boards. They're pretty, ain't they? They're starting to look pretty good. I don't know if you can see those or not. The light's kind of rough out here. She's got her little mouse sander over there, and she's been sanding some of them because she wants to make some kind of something or other project with it. Some kind of picture frame holder or something. I don't know. She's like me. She's always trying to do something. But she'd probably whoop me if she knew I was taking you in the house because it ain't cleaned up for y'all to see. But, okay, be real quiet for a minute, okay? But I thought I'd show you guys this. Nobody knows about this yet on the channel. But I'm in the middle of doing a project. All right, we're in the closet. So, thought you guys would like to see this. This is, move it over. Get some of the clothes out of the way. Problem with living in a tiny home, there's not a lot of room. This, my friends, is a Blue Eddy system, and it's a backup power system. So, here's what I got. That's an Apex 300 and another Apex 300 and two, come here buddy, nope, you're not allowed to touch that, you know that. And two battery backups to go with them. So that together is about 11 kilowatts of battery storage that I have. They work in parallel with this A1 hub here. You can plug them both together and they talk to each other. And then what I've done is I went into, hold on.
Sorry about taking your glasses.
Oh, thank you. So what I did was I put a 50 amp breaker in my breaker panel, and it comes out, and this is all temporary here, so don't laugh at my my crazy install. But it's more or less very similar to like an RV hookup, but it's 50 amp. And so that's coming out of my main power. I got to redo this and make it all pretty, but I wasn't sure exactly where I'm going to end up with all this stuff. So this is just kind of temporary. I wired it all temporary just to see how it was going to work. And then the other idea is, as you can see here, for instance, this is this closet that we're in right now. So it runs these closet lights in this closet.
I got some snacks.
And another backup circuit in this room. But anyway, I took that out of the main panel, that circuit, put in this box, and it comes down to this, which this is a an interlock system. So in other words, I don't know if you guys seen this before, but what this is anything you hook into here, it's being powered by this battery backup system, and it's being powered by the actual grid. Okay, so we got two inputs. We got a grid coming in, and we got the battery backup coming in. And then this switches between the two. So for instance, this little circuit right here is the closet we're in, right? And right now it's running on grid. So you can see one of them is on, one of them is off. This is the battery backup. This is the grid. So right now we're working grid, but let's say that we had a power outage. I would come in here, flip. Well, what, buddy?
Got snacks.
Hold on.
Got snacks.
Sorry, I didn't have it on. Okay, there it is. You got to have the backup on. I didn't have it on. That was anticlimactic. Anyway, so right now we're running.
I got snacks.
No, that's Papa's snack. You can't have that. That's got coffee beans in it. Oh, goodness.
I got pizza.
You can't eat coffee beans. Mama will kill us. You'll be bouncing off the walls. He got into my chocolate-covered coffee beans, y'all. So, anyway, let's try that again. So, that's grid power. And then that's battery backup. I don't know if y'all saw it, but you can kind of see a little flicker. And that's it. Well, I better quit flipping it back into. I'm gonna mess it up, but there we go. Anyway, that's my secret project I'm working on. Come on, buddy. Let's come out of the closet. Go in there. Nope, put that back up. That's Mama's. So it's still a work in progress. My eventual goal is to, this was just kind of a test run. So, but my eventual goal is to take all of my circuits that I would want to run off these batteries. So more or less everything except my dryer and my water heater. All of my lights and things don't equal to much. So I'm probably going to eventually move all of them into my backup, including my mini split. I want to be able to run my mini split in case of a power outage. Like in case the power went out in the winter, then the heater would still go. So that's kind of my idea.
Papa, I just want a piece of chocolate.
You can't have any. Sorry.
I just a piece of
No.
chocolate.
You just want a piece of chocolate. Oh, there we go. Okay, guys. We're having a meltdown here. Me and Emmett are having a meltdown. But anyway, hey, don't cry.
No, I want a piece of chocolate.
Well, you can't have a piece of chocolate right now.
Please.
You got to wait for Mama. You're not going to say bye?
No.
Okay. You going to make these folks cry? You going to make them cry?
No.
Yeah, you going to make them cry? You're going to make them cry?
No, I don't want to say bye.
You don't want to say bye? Okay, you don't have to. Guys, I'm going to say bye for me and Emmett. Emmett's tired. He's had a long day. And so have I. But anyway, thanks for hanging out with me. And I hope you enjoyed the tour of the garden. And we'll see y'all next time.